Hi, my name's Kaylee. I'm a physical therapist and yoga teacher, excited about getting you moving and feeling good in your body. Today is our lesson 3 yoga class. We'll be going over chair pose, tree pose, cobra pose, low lunge, and supine twist. When we get to supine twist, you might notice a change in position and appearance, but it's just a shift in the matrix. It's not my fault. So yeah, enjoy the class. Let me know if you have any questions and let's get into it. All right, so come onto the mat. We'll face forward and then we'll face side. So we'll do this one 2 times. You're gonna try first time with feet together, second time with feet hips width distance apart. Bring the toes to touch or as close together as you feel comfortable. Sink the hips down and back. Look down, make sure you can see all your toes, and then reach your arms up over your head. As you reach your arms up, don't let the back arch. You're going to knit the rib cage together. Lift the arms up, tuck the tailbone to engage the core. You can twist the pinkies in to face each other and take some deep breaths. If you're going to Bikram classes, you might try this, like a hot yoga class, you might try this. This is also present in our Ashtanga class. So this pose comes up a lot. Now on your exhale, go ahead and stand up, press the ground away from you. We'll try it and facing the side so you can see what it looks like. So this time we'll do feet hips width distance apart. Depending on our spinal anatomy, our leg anatomy, it might be harder to get our feet together. It might feel just more comfortable to have the feet apart. You're gonna sink the bum down and back. Notice if the back arches, you're gonna wanna tuck the tailbone. So the tailbone tucks between the legs. I look down, see if I can see my toes, and then I reach my arms up over my head. If I find too much extension in the back, maybe I try to tuck the ribs, knit the ribs together while maintaining that tuck of the tailbone. You can try to sink a little bit deeper. As you sink deeper, trying to reach the hips back behind you without losing that tailbone tuck. This is a challenging pose. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, keep the ribs knit. Beautiful, reaching up one more time. And then exhale, sweep the arms down, release. Next, we'll move on to tree pose. We'll try this on both sides. So we'll try 2 different variations. You could also use a block to lift your foot up a little bit, but for the purpose of right now, we'll go no props, just us, just vibes. So first variation is gonna be called a kickstand variation. You'll put the toes down into the ground with the ankle or the heel above the ankle. So we're making this open shape with the right leg. Left leg is nice and sturdy. You can have the hands on the hips. You can have the hands up over the head or out long, waving like limbs on a tree. In tree pose, we're working on our balance, whether that's here, making it a little bit easier with the kickstand. We can always lift the foot up onto the other foot. And then what we'll try on the next side is lifting the foot over top of the knee. So not on the knee joint, but above the knee joint. What I want you to focus on in tree pose is feeling all 4 corners of the feet pressed down into the ground, along with your gaze, focusing on your eye gaze. 1 point in front of you and breathe. Some ways to challenge tree pose might be to close your eyes or change your gaze or change your arm position. Good, let's exhale and come into tree pose on the other side. All 4 corners of the foot plant firmly into the mat. Sometimes I like to open up my foot a little bit and feel my toes wide on the mat so I can feel a firm foundation. Next, I'm pressing my toes into the mat if I'm doing my kickstand variation, or I can walk the foot up a little bit higher to underneath the knee joint. We want to avoid the knee joint itself, so if you'd like to try it a little bit higher, you can work on a foot placement above, not on, but above the knee joint. In this, I really want you to think about rooting down through the ground and pressing with the glutes on both legs. You're thinking about the contact between the foot and the thigh and how that can be sort of like an extra point of contact of force between the two and how that supports you in your balance. It's okay to fall out. So if you ever fall out, you just pop back in. Let's try for another few seconds. Again, thinking about your drishti, your focal point of gaze, the opening of the hip, and then either having the arms reaching out to the side, on the hips, behind the back, or over the head. Take 2 breaths here. And then release. Awesome. Our next pose is low lunge. Come to the back of the mat. Now there's plenty of different ways to get into low lunge, but for today, let's walk our hands out into a downward facing dog. The next thing you're gonna do is lift the left leg. On your exhale, you're gonna step the foot between the hands. Inhale. Exhale, foot steps between the hands. You're in a runner's lunge. You'll place the back knee down. The toes also onto the ground, flat, like your shoelaces flat on the ground. Your arms will reach up over your head. Now you're in a low lunge. In low lunge, we want to think about the knee being over top of the ankle. It's okay to go further, but if you're going too far and it's uncomfortable on the knee, you can always step the foot out. That might feel a little bit more comfortable on the knee. The other thing I want you to think about is the flexibility of the hip. This should feel like a stretch of the hip flexors on the opposite side. Back knee gets uncomfortable. You might either want to shorten your stance and put a little less pressure on the knee, or use something like a blanket underneath the knee or underneath the shin to elevate the kneecap from the ground. Let's take a few breaths here in low lunge together. Inhale, the arms reach up over the head. Exhale, let it go. 2 more. Nicely done. A dynamic stretch or pose that you can do from low lunge is low lunge to half split. Half split's gonna be a bonus pose today. So from low lunge to half split by sending our hips towards the wall behind us, a sturdy back leg, and straightening out the front leg. You can either hinge here at the hips or plant the hands on the ground. I really like to move between low lunge and half split because I feel like that dynamic movement is really good for the hip flexor and for the opposing hamstring. Let's do it twice. Exhale. Inhale, reach up over the head. Exhale, half split. We'll make our way back into low lunge, arms reach up over the head. Exhale, plant the hands down and step the left foot back. Let's step the right foot forward. Inhale, right leg reaches. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. It might be hard to get it there, so if you have to swing it around, you can. Back knee to the ground, shoelaces to the ground, reach the arms up over your head and breathe. Another thing I want to draw your attention to is really sinking into the hips. Now this might feel like a big stretch, but we might not be using the strength of our legs to support our joints. So you can still get a hip flexor stretch without sinking too deep into the front of the hip. So what I want you to think about here is sliding the back knee or your left leg forward as you're stretching forward. You'll feel a stretch, but you might not have as low of a lunge. Think about engaging the glute and engaging the quad. Arms are reaching up over the head. Let's take 3 breaths. We'll move back through our dynamic half split, and Anjaneyasana. So here we are, Anjaneyasana, inhale. Exhale, half split. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, half split. One more time, thinking about the engagement of the back thigh, reaching up. And exhale, plant the hands, low lunge. Or excuse me, half split. Walk the hands up as the knee bends. We'll send the right foot back to meet the left. We're gonna move onto our belly. So hinge forward. We're in plank pose. You've been here before, and then lower down. Our toes, again, shoelaces plant down, and our hips plant down into the mat. Palms are gonna come about chest height. So I can put my thumbs in my armpit and then slide them out to the side. That's where I like to have my hands. My elbows point back behind me. I'm making almost an arrow shape with my hands, my shoulders, my elbows. Not only do I want you to engage and press down through the backs of the legs, think about the elongation of the backs of the knees. So you're pressing down with your toes, you're pressing down with your thighs, and you're internally rotating. So this, and you're internally rotating your thighs together. So the seams of your jeans would touch. Toes down, knees down, internally rotate, then long neck, press down through the palms to lift the chest. This is baby cobra, so stop here. Exhale, chest down. Now I'm feeling like my hands are a little too high. I'm gonna slide them back to help me with a full cobra, Bhujangasana. Our neck is long, our nose points down to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, open the heart, peel the body from the mat. Now you can keep pressing up, but if you find discomfort in the low back, I want you to stay at a place that's comfortable for you. Whether that's having the chest on the ground, just working on spinal extension, midway, or all the way up. Keeping still, a slight bend of the elbows, a long neck. Pull the shoulders down, inhale, press down through the toes. Exhale, release. Being cautious of your flexibility in your back and aware that this is a new posture for you, so it might feel a little uncomfortable. Go to where it feels comfortable, maybe expansive in the heart, but not painful in the back. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, peel the body, lift the chest, long neck, shoulders down, legs press. And each time you do it, you might feel a little more movement. All right, so we're down here in Cobra Pose. We are gonna come to Supine Twist on our backs. Go ahead and pancake on over. And actually nearby I have a pillow. You can use a blanket, or if you have yoga props, you can use a bolster or a block. So down here, we're gonna have one leg straight. Let's pick our left leg to go straight first, and our right knee is gonna come into the chest. You can interlace the hands on the calf and just rock the hip from side to side a little bit. Supine twist is gonna help us to gently twist in our back. The reason I like props is to help with the degree of twist. So if I was to come all the way into supine twist with my knee onto the ground, this is a big stretch for the back and it might be uncomfortable for you. What we can do then is take a prop like a pillow and place it beside our left hip, bring the right knee into the chest, and then slowly guide the knee over to the left side of the body. Now the pillow can be adjusted so that it's a little bit further out, or you can place it underneath the leg to allow the knee to kind of weight and drop towards the ground. Here we can take some nice deep breaths, and what I want you to imagine is the top of the body then plugging in to the ground. So I'm gonna take this right shoulder and push it down into the ground, creating more of a thoracic twist as well. Right hand is gonna reach towards the right side of the room, and I'm gonna gaze towards the right side. Each of these pieces of twist creating a deeper twist for different parts of the back. So by putting my neck or by using my gaze, I'm starting to use my neck in the twist as well. If I were to be having a day with a sensitive neck or feeling just stiff in the low back, I might change the variation at the top of my body. Or if I have already and know I have low back pain, I might give myself an even bigger prop and stay a little bit more up towards the sky as I twist the right leg towards the left side of the room. Let's go ahead and take a look at the left side. Bring the right knee into the chest, give it a squeeze. Roll the ankle out, inhale. Exhale, release the right leg down onto the mat and bring the left knee into the chest. So my left knee is into the chest. I'm gonna give the leg a rock from side to side. Supine Twist has this entry level, gentle twist. But if you see, sometimes in classes, we'll be at a really extreme twist. As you can see, this goes from the lumbar to the thoracic and also the cervical, all a part of the twist. That might not be very comfortable, especially if it's your first time in class. Don't be afraid to grab extra props and put them beside you if you need them. Or if you're doing it at home, pillow, couch cushion, anything. Okay, couch cushion, pillow goes down beside the right hip. I'm gonna bring the left knee into the chest and cross it across the body to land gently on the pillow. In this way, we are also allowing for greater relaxation. Because my leg has support underneath it, my back doesn't feel the need to grip and hold on. If I were to take this away, but my knee doesn't touch the ground, my back then kind of will stiffen up to feel like, oh, I have to hold on and support you. Sliding the prop underneath the knee helps my body to know it's safe and okay to relax. When the knee is across the body, you can reach the left arm out long and gaze to it with the understanding that if it doesn't feel good on the neck, you can look up towards the sky. Plugging the left shoulder blade down into the mat. And this opportunity to breathe. We'll bring the left knee back into the chest. Give it a hug and some ankle rolls. And then bring the right knee into the chest. We'll give ourselves a little squeeze, little double knee to chest moment, elongating the back of the neck. And then release. Thank you so much for joining me for lesson 3 of Intro to Yoga. Be on the lookout for our next lesson, lesson 4, which will have 4 new postures, and for the lesson 3 flow class. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time. Bye.